All right, let's get to it. Hello, welcome back to the Forge. This should be, there we go. So, yesterday we worked on some creature design, finished up Gage's weird mongrel of a pet. Still don't really have a name locked down yet, but I think I am leaning towards some like pretty name. I think that could be pretty funny. And today, we're going to be focusing on our main Tetra Knight, Curf. And if you've been watching the streams, you would know that, you know, I've covered Tetra Knights. I've been like kind of reworking them, making them just like a little bit more refined. Now all the arms are on their shoulders, so like they have two on the shoulders and two on their backs instead of under their arms. So today I'll be able to kind of combine all of these traits into a design for Curf. Hi Oni boy. Thanks for joining. I hope everyone's having a great evening so far. Let's see. Took a little bit for me to get set up. Right now I'm using for music, just apparently Lo-Fi Girl is okay with streamers using their music. So that's what I'm using today. I was running into problems with the music I have been using, so that's what was taking me so long. But we'll see if this works. But yeah, so Tetra Knights, their whole theme is four arms, 4 ears, 4 eyes. I even like kind of figured out what their head would look like here. Yeah, I think that with the shoulders on the back, it also just will create really interesting silhouettes where we'll have kind of like these like mountain shapes, you know, like it's shoulder and then another shoulder. They're also pretty like, they got thick skin like pachyderms, and that was something that I was defining, like right here. I am drawing on that layer. It's fine. Yeah, Curf is our main like fatherly role model for Axel. I might also give him like the nickname Uncle Curf, because that's really like his vibes. Yeah, it is tough. I'm going to try just making my own, because I'd love, really all I need is just like a nice cozy vibe that can also like, I'd love to like add some kind of like some fire burning to kind of like give the idea that you're in the forge, that you're in this forge right here. So something like warm and you can hear like the fire burning kind of thing. Okay, so Curf is equal, similarly to Gage, a rather hefty guy. I'd say more hefty in terms of muscle mass than anything else. Like he's definitely got like a dad bod kind of thing. So I definitely want to like define some shoulders here. I might make like a pose sheet for this guy, just because he is a 4-armed man, and that can be quite a challenge, I can imagine, to figure out how the hell do we animate this guy. I think the trick is just going to be arms are moving with arms, like typically just like in parallel. But yeah, I also like the vibe of the arms being on the back, because that can lead to some like interesting combat scenarios where they literally have their backs covered. And that's partially why they have, not partially why, that's why they have the second set of eyes, is so that they can kind of see behind them a little bit for those purposes. They're a like militaristic species. Right, I had like either like weird lumpy head curve or a little bit more less lumpy head curve, and I think I'm leaning towards less lumpy head curve. And he's got some, he's got some hair, definitely balding. When I think of Kurf, I kind of think of my late grandfather, just because I relate nice, cozy man, fatherly vibes with balding. Let's see. So he's gonna have like a nice big chin. And he has a little bit more defined. He's gonna have big ol' eyebrows. I also like him having a pretty big head. It's just how I kind of like think of him. This is just me figuring out what he kind of... It's gonna have real thick arms. And I'm saying like thick as in like also like his hands are kind of just like an extension of his arm. What the... This is kind of true for all Tetranites. They're very large and in charge. Not as large as, say, a Lunodyne, but still large. He's a bit sassy. Let's see. With the arms being on the back, it also creates this... If you're ever looking at him from the front, not much going on. Then you can kind of imagine that the arms being on the back, they're less... Like, they might have, like, more rotation. Like that kind of vibe, yeah. I don't know, originally Kurf was rather heavy set, so that's play around with him being that way. I liked this dad bod that I drew here. But like, yeah, so pachyderm, and really like the way to get that vibe is by having these defined lines here. So they definitely have like this defined line for their chest. And really is just looking at a rhinoceros and seeing what gets accentuated. I think still his head could be larger. Nice and friendly. But like a lot of the time, I think the other arms are just kind of in parallel with these arms. Okay, this is our very rough, not good look of him. Maybe I should do some... Hello, human robot. Thanks for joining the stream. Sorry if I'm a little delayed in seeing that. Working on some character design. Specifically this four-armed gentleman named Uncle Kerf. Let's see. Let's do... I think I'll do some warm-up sketches, actually. I feel like my hand needs it. So I'll do a little thing where I... Let's see. Oops. That's not it. That's not the link. I am, yeah. Yeah, this is a animated series called The Last Fire Sprite. It's set in this fantasy punk, like cyberpunk future. Let's see. Let me find... Okay. Grab... Let's hope it does this one. Yay! Okay. Move this around. I have experience working on shows. This would be my first one that I release myself. But you know, that's how it is in the indie scene. Let's see. Let's see. I will go covered models for the sake of TOS, and we'll do 60 seconds. There we go. Just gonna do some nice warm-ups real quick, just so I can get in the swing of things. Thinking about form. This is actually the perfect first model, because this is kind of the body that I want for Kerf. His head's out here. Got the tummy. Got nice thick calves. I drew his legs really huge here. Feet. Yeah, I'm primarily a storyboard artist. Also a writer, but just kind of dedicating some time to actually working on this project that I've been holding on to. Oops. Thank you, yeah. It's most recent one was from a really awesome class that I took with it's taught by Ari Yoon. She works on a lot of the Blizzard animations for Overwatch. Specifically, she's worked on that one Kiriko one, and it was really cool. Gave a lot of awesome insight, and now I connect. I look at human anatomy differently because of her. The simple thing I really learned about human anatomy is the amount of S shapes that there are in the form. Got a bat. A nice varied cast of models here. Usually it's like just the same guy several times in a row. Oh yeah? That's cool. I didn't know that there are other board artists on Twitch. Eventually, when I actually get to the board stage for this, I'll stream that process too. It's just, we're currently in the design part of the pipeline for the show. But yeah, it was kind of just like a revelation that I had the other couple weeks ago of like, I'm spending all this time working on it. I could just stream it. I feel like I kind of botched this one. The hardest part is looking up and down from the reference to the drawing. I don't like that one. That didn't turn out great. So the story is about Blaze, who is the last fire sprite in this world where magic is kind of commodified, sold to the highest bidder, and she's currently wanted because she is, like, you know, the last of a magical species, and she's kind of also trying to uncover the mystery as to what happened to her people. Where did they go? And she's being helped out by a fearful street rat who's also a mutant. He's been, like, mutated on by this experiment group. And then she's also being helped out by this pompous princess for a big one of the major corporations of the world. And together they're essentially on the run. All three of them have bounties on their heads for different reasons. They're helping each other out, trying to get free, find their people, find her people. They all have their own little goals, but this guy's going. This is the Morbillion stance. Yes, more billion dollars. My hand feels nice and warm now. It feels cramped for how fast I'm going. Yes. Yeah, it'll probably take a bit. No, I don't remember Frederator. I'm asking for pitches. I do remember. I might remember that a little bit because I feel like it didn't end up going. I don't remember hearing anything about it. Oh, dropped it due to family. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Game design concept. That's cool. Hey, you know, a lot of great stories come from, like they transfer into a different medium in their final version. I was originally like a literary author, but then I realized that a lot of the stuff I was making I wanted to see on a screen. So kind of transitioned. I'm not liking this pose here. This is a weird one. Very stiff. Oh, never mind. Okay, this will be my last warm-up sketch. It's got this. Hands are here. Booty is there. This is a much better person sitting down than the previous one. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with those. Nice warm-ups. Now my hand can work. Yeah, okay, now that I'm done with that, I'll show you. Here's where here's the designs that we have so far. So we got our main character, Blaze. She's the last fire sprite, standing about 6 inches tall. She's our plucky, bright-eyed protagonist. I don't need this going anymore. Here we go. I'll switch over to just drawing. There we go. And we've got our Deuteragonus, our secondary protagonist, Axel. Currently with his mutated arm, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with it. And then we've got, so that we have some like little pose sheets for them as well. I'm realizing I could just do this. Got some expression sheets as well. Currently working on Kerf. We've got Gage, the huntsman who captures Blaze in the pilot. We've got his dog. Still working on it. Still working on a name for it. And then we got Dr. Lazarus, Cleodora, who's essentially our primary antagonist for the first season, and also the most powerful woman in Pact, which is the city that they're in. This is Skylar. She still needs a whole sheet, but she's got her little soft and pillowy robot that helps her out. Yeah, that's as far as I've got all the characters laid out. They're just not all designed yet. And there's a lot of old designs for them here. Like Adina, who is our primary antagonist, the one that we're going to be following the majority of the show. She's kind of our Zuko, chasing the Avatar, if, for lack of a better comparison. And yeah, she's our goth cat girl, if that helps you. And then we got, we're gonna have her little girlfriend, her tall girlfriend, I should say, Gildy. Still working on that one. And then, yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I don't like looking at some of these older drawings. I much prefer the new and improved versions. Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah, she's like Tinkerbell size. She's a little sprite. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, yeah, little sprite sized. Okay, right here. Yeah, we can see. That's our little comparison. That's part of like the gimmick too, or, we don't typically see the little guy be the main character. So in this case, she is. Okay. Let's get back into Kerf. I want to try to capture, like, his multiple dimensions to his personality. Because he's protective, he's fatherly, he's also a little sassy. I also, want to find a way to make his body type similar but distinct from Gage's. They kind of have this wonky ear. A big old face. Whatever. Thinking about body shape. That's how that would be going. How tall are you, Kerf? That's the question. I think he's definitely tall. Like where Gage is kind of the same height as Axel, like only just a little bit taller than him. I think Kerf is definitely larger. That's fun. A 12-foot tall main character, that's fun. The hands being on the back is going to make an interesting scenario. So what are they going to be doing? The fun part is going to be like reference for a Tetranite is going to be like double. Like so if he's kind of like that, what are my back arms doing? Something like that. Let's play around with proportions. Do I want to do this kind of thing? I kind of want him to be more chest. Yeah, more chest than... Because Gage, it's head. We got 3 heads for the torso. Or kind of like 3.5 heads for the torso. 2.5 heads. And then 3 for the legs. Almost feel... I wonder if I should be referencing... Let's think. Buff Iroh. Buff Uncle Iroh, yes. Yeah, I get you. Because there's going to be a lot of interesting compositions I'm going to have to create for Blaze being so small. And selling the fact that she is that small is pretty difficult. There's like a lot of times where I'll show it to a mentor and they'll be like, you know, what's going on? Because sometimes just she looks exactly that height. The height is everyone else. Hold on, I'm just gonna check in on my stream manager. Okay, it is up to date. Okay. What was I grabbing? Nothing. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Okay. Let's play around with proportions. To do this, he's kind of a short guy. Want to be sure that you guys can see each other's, both YouTube and Twitch chat. See each other here. There, I'll make chat a little larger. That way you guys can interact a little easier, hopefully. The smaller you are, the stronger you are compared to your size. Yeah. That's gonna be one of like the jokes about Blaze is that she's surprisingly very strong for her size, and people are going to be like consistently like freaked out by it, or surprised by it, like, oh, whoa. So Kerf's kind of got this apron that he'd be wearing. I feel like he'd be kind of short here. I do like his nice big head. Square cubed law? I'll look that up. Yeah, it's like in proportion to their size or something, I think, right? Yeah, and it kind of like limits how big things can be. Now, if you're larger, you kind of tend to move slower. The way that I know of it is that it's like if you were shrunk to the size of an ant, you would still cover the same distance as you would like walking a step or something. Like you have the same little miles per hour thing. It's confusing. That's why I do art. I don't want to think big numbers. He's looking too fit here, and also a little too short. It's funny, with Kerf, I'm definitely designing him with Axel in mind. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Okay. I want you the same. There we go. That's kind of how I imagine the size comparison. He's that tall. Always compared by head. Yeah, that's definitely how tall I imagine the two of them being compared to each other. I cannot speak. Okay. So I need some poses. We got big guy and little guy. I've recently fallen in love with this shape for chest. It's so fun. I love it. I love drawing body types that aren't just skinny person. Yeah, this is great. Okay, let's think about other little poses. Just kind of help show and then you'd have these like right here. Because as I've learned with practicing silhouette, specifically Mercy from Overwatch's silhouette, having extra things, extra limbs really makes silhouette creating a lot more difficult. I'm gonna look up some poses. Actually, I've got some locked and loaded right here. I'm gonna take a couple of these poses and then try to apply it to a Tetranite, specifically Kerf. No, I get you. I mean, for a while, that's how I felt about my drawing as well. It just felt like I was like dreading drawing, even though I loved to draw. I didn't trust how my drawings would turn out. I think the anatomy class I took was really helpful. Made me a lot more comfortable. Okay, so let's try. I want to do the Morbillion pose, but with forearms. He's like, more $1 billion. I'm gonna sell so much cabbages. I don't know. Because Kerf is like a food vendor. Let's see. He's got this thing going on with his back. Be going this way. So then if you're applying some extra folds onto that, some extra weight. Like, yes, more $1 billion. And then think about his shoulders going this way. His hips are going this way. We'll call this like where his feet are. Then yeah, what do our other hands do? Probably just this. Something like that. Probably drawing a lot more in college, too. Especially if you were taking classes. My mentor, Crystal, just called it drawing mileage. Just the more you draw, getting in those hours. There we go. Oops. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more confident in my pose making for Tetranites. We just have to be like very considerate about him. Like if he's leaning forward on a chair and he's like really trying to make sure that Axel hears him when he's giving this a lesson. These hands would be doing this. Nice. That's fun. So then he's got this. And if you're just sitting, what are your other arms doing? It definitely makes back sitting like with your back against the chair pretty annoying. That's just kind of what comes with that territory, I guess. I had like another set. Shoulders well above the back of my chair. So what are they doing? I'm like sitting like this, what are my other arms doing? Just being underneath. Tucking underneath here. How do we make that clear in the silhouette? That's the real question. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong drawing. Okay. I almost feel like we do a little like sassy. Because I mean, I feel like you'd be doing like so many funky things with your extra set of arms. I'm like leaning forward. And then what are my other arms doing? I do think they would kind of be as well. Yeah, and there'd probably be like Tetranite specific chairs and stuff. I guess maybe you would not choose that specific angle. Because let's think, your silhouette, you're only going to see this. That's great. I'm glad you got some motivation. Sick. Okay, let's... I kind of want to just use this little sketch for Kerf. Oops. Hi, Rook. Working on Kerf, or essentially Uncle Kerf, our parental figure for Axel. That could be a fun little pose. Maybe for the sake of the character sheet, we keep the pose simple? You'd have his thick skin. Qua says hello. YouTube chat. From Twitch chat. Oh, I tend to... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they find it. I put a little post on my YouTube channel saying that I'm streaming. That probably helps. I do so want to use this arm, but I think it might be helpful for this to just kind of be him standing pretty static. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for having notifications on for streaming. That's sick. Get that. Definitely want, like, round and square shapes for Kerf's design here. I think the most difficult part is gonna be figuring out his 4 eyes. I think like his second set are just gonna be like really simplified. Again, for the sake of the animators. It's gonna be my motto at the end of this. Make a t-shirt. Let's think. Nice and square. Big ol' eyebrows. Those are good. I like those eyebrows. And then he can have his nice square nose. Okay, he's looking great. Hell yeah. Then he can have his little old man wrinkles. I do like this kind of flat head he's got going on. And I also want to make sure that his ears have like a very specific look to them. He's gonna have a thick neck. I think I'll shrink the eyes. Again, this is just like the rough little sketch, but I'm really putting a lot of thought into it. So I want that nice long face. Ooh, yeah, Adobe After Effects. I like dabbled with that a tiny bit for my little proof of concept I made a while back, and that nearly killed me. Let's see. Right, I liked this idea that you can see the lines even through his shirt. That. That's pretty fun. We have this. Yeah, that might just be how to do it. Just makes his arms look super wide. That's fun looking. His chest seems oddly small. Oh, things can... Vander? Ooh, those are great vibes to remind you of. Hell yeah. It's definitely the vibes I'm striving for. Some like Vander and like Uncle Iroh vibes. wish I paid attention more as like a kid to like how the legs look. But I guess every artist's journey is different. Boy, I wish I paid more attention to anatomy when I was younger. Nice and square. Definitely want him to have... I mean, would he be wearing the apron? Sure. My man's kind of just T-posing right now. Okay. It makes a very horizontal line here. You want to be considerate and cautious of that. I almost feel like... I think originally he had some shorts on. I think shorts could do him pretty good. Just kind of keep that shape going. Has his monster calves out. And then what are you wearing? What are your shoes? I like to imagine that like in the pilot he just got off of work, so he's still wearing his little chef's apron. Look at that square. Very fun. It feels weird not doing anything with his arms. But it might be helpful. He is a block. He is a brick wall. This is what he looked like before. I had him doing something with every little arm. I just think it's helpful for an animator just to see his stock pose, you know? What did I do here? I mean, at least for Lazarus, that's kind of like pretty normal pose. He's got a little pose going on. I guess I could stand to give him some kind of personality. Okay, maybe he will be scratching his chin. Hmm. Just got a hand on the belly. Yeah, thank you. The art yeah. It's a definite upgrade. Let's see, I do like him, like... Because he's kind of like an inquisitive guy, he thinks. But I want a nice, like, a nice normal shot of his... Oh. Let's think. What did I have him doing here? I had him kind of flexing. Glad to know the anatomy classes are paying off. There. Big ol' shoulder. This is his shoulder here. And it's kind of coming out to here. Hmm. No. I think I like it. I mean, you just wouldn't see the fourth one at this angle. I think that's understandable. Let's test him out next to... Yeah, boy. He's giant! Make Ya Boy correct head shape, head size. Yeah. You know, like, Axel's tall for a kid, but still a kid. Yeah. I dig that. Okay. Now we just need some refinement. I'll probably just go in and make the face just a little bit more like this. And then I'll clean it up. We've got a lot of room for his cheek. Comes down, comes back, comes over here. And then same thing over here. And then he's got a little another eye. I like the eye being square. The second set. Maybe just like with Tetranites. Oop. Do like a nice trapezoid. Oh yeah, I'm seeing him. I'm seeing him. He's there. All right. Oh yeah, he's got a goatee now. Right. I love his little goatee. It does. It fills up that space so well. He's got that nice square jaw. Think about jaw first and then the hair. Might have a little bit of... He's like an older guy. I don't know, he's kind of like in his like 40s or 50s. Late 40s, early 50s. I have a little double ear thing going on. I think I did want it to be 2 sets of ears. Let me check. Oh yeah, that was... was giving airplane ears there. I think I like that. I like it kind of looking like that. And then we can give him... Connect this to here. But then he's like, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's kind of giving him more hair. Oh, and his earring, yeah. Gotta have the earring. I like the idea of his hair being a little longer, a little shaggier. Was it kind of like... That's a little silly. I want that chin to be larger. I think also, like his ears are kind of just high up. I kind of like that. It almost as if the bottom ear is where your normal ear would be. Yeah, I like the ears being a little higher up. Makes them look a little bit more alien, but in like a fun way. Yeah, I dig that. It's looking great. Okay. Now let's figure out how this is gonna look. Uh-oh. I drew that all in that layer? Of course I did. Of course I did. It's fine. It's fine. I don't feel silly at all. Might make his eyebrows a little larger. Yeah. This is our guy. This is our guy. He's not the stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up. Or he's not the step uncle, but the uncle that stepped up. I think Axel just calls him Kerf, but I think Blaze will call him Uncle Kerf. It's because that'd be something she'd call him. That'd be a Blaze thing. Add a little tear. Why not? How do we tell this this man's financial status? Got some tears to his apron. He's got his yeah, and I like detailing that. You can count. You just see the armor plates essentially. But how would that work with your neck? Let me look at a. Let's see. Ah, here's the anteater. Let's see. A rhinoceros. Oh. It's kind of just wrinkly. Little baby rhino. There we go. Rhino. Elephant. Can't really see the elephant neck. But kind of just thick. I think it's probably fine. Like that, okay. And then he's got his big ol' shoulder. It'd be nice and round. Really trying to show off these like friendly shapes while still being this square overall shape. Do I need to look up how an apron is worn? Apron. It does tend to kind of come down. But how would that fit on you if you have a little bit extra something going on? Let's see. I like how my little guy, my little PNG tuber is literally wearing an apron. Okay, it's kind of just exactly how you'd expect it to look. So it kind of comes down to here. This bit. Tends to go around the neck. But this be considered the neck? It will for my purposes. I like it being a little shaped like this, more this triangular shape to the straps. The self-insert? Gosh, I don't think so. I mean, you can go like metaphorically, all the characters are a self-insert in some way. They all like represent a part of me, but like as in like an actual self-insert, I don't think so. Not yet, at least. If I do, I definitely want to do something funny with it. Some kind of like a joke at my own expense kind of character. I think it'd be pretty funny. I have very large forearms. Pun intended. Still trying to keep that nice flowy look to the design, even when it's looking like this. Dude, I'm loving his shape. He looks so huggable. This is great. Yes. It's exactly what the vibes I'm wanting from him. Oh yeah! I think I even had the idea that they only have like 4 fingers. I did! Yeah, let's do that. Just to really sell how massive Tetranite hands are. And also just to kind of set them apart. Just how huge. Yeah. Add this kind of line there. He's just like me for real. This would be... okay, so I'm thinking... I need to get a new screen protector for my iPad. This one's so scratched up. Okay, thinking about the silhouette. I definitely want it to feel clear that this is another hand right here. I don't like that. There we go. Definitely one who's kind of doing this thing where all the characters' knees are very distinct. There we go. I like that shape. I'll probably flip the canvas once I'm done with this. Just to make sure it doesn't look horrible in reverse. I still... I think like my favorite example of like an artist forgetting to do that and it like really affecting the work is Sprigatito, like from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I like seeing that just ingrained in me. I'm like, okay, I'm never going to skip that process ever again. Because like it's crazy how far down the pipeline it got. Like the merch that I see like in stores has that design, and it's so clearly like you can see that eye is off. You're like, oh, you printed it on so many backpacks like, already. I like him having these kind of beat up shoes and being very square in shape. Gotta be careful they're not exactly like Kerf's, or Gage, whatever this guy's name is. They're kind of similar. Axel definitely has the most detail in his shoes. I'm not a shoe guy. Let's see. do like the vibe of the lower level citizens having like more character in their shoes. Let's just look. Because I think cartoons and anime tend to kind of simplify feet. Let's see. Because if I can think of like Avatar, Last Airbender, for example, I think they're all just in like slip-on shoes. Like, I don't think there's much design in them. Let's think. If I look at Aang, he's kind of got like, yeah, they're kind of just shoes, and then has like a pattern on it. With, yeah, okay. They tend to not go crazy with it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Your knee is broken. Yeah, I have it set. My computer tells me to take breaks. I ignore it a lot when I'm streaming, but I need to be a little better about it. Let's see. What's your little quirk for your feet? Yeah, I'll get to that when I do color. Sometimes that's when it comes out. Vibing with that. Looking good. Let's do a canvas flip. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good while flipped. All things considered, not bad. Some like little tweaks. I almost want to look up Grandpa Max from Ben 10. That's good. That's great. Children make the best excuse for a mental break. Let's give them some kind of, like, thick souls. Here we go. It's alright. Okay. Let's think. Flip it back. Kind of want to look at them side by side. Maybe he has a little bit more of his chest showing. Yeah, okay, I dig that. Just so it's a little bit different from Gage's belly. Okay, so then he's got, right, he's wearing his apron. Let's play around with some color. I think I pretty much already have his color scheme figured out, like right here. How do I want your sleeves to work? It's full arm, full on, all the way down. He's like a cook, he probably wants his arms covered, but I do see the benefit of them being exposed. Okay, we'll play around with it. So if it's like that, it'd be just the hands. Big old calves. Now, these resemble my uncle's calves pretty closely. That guy's got huge calves. Probably break a fire hydrant by kicking it. Let's see. Okay. Let's get his hair. That's a nice contrast with his face. Yeah, okay. That's exactly the vibes I've been wanting. Sick. Why'd I... Something's... Uh-oh. What's going on? Sounds like some kind of error. I like the earring being gold. Feels like a nice little contrast. Makes it stand out. Yeah. I mean, I guess this would be a very Tetranite shirt, like designed specifically for a Tetranite. It could be funny if he's just all sleeveless. That was the plan I had for a lot of them. Right here. Like my sketch of this gal here, she's just wearing a tank top. Same thing for this gal. Just like the vibe of him wearing sleeves. Oops. I literally just went to the exact same thing. Okay. It's just custom fit. I think we're having his eyes be this kind of golden color to match the piercing. I almost wonder if like these ones should just be... No, it's gotta be obvious that they're eyes. Hmm. What are your other colors? Oh, there could probably be like a stain on his apron. That'd be fun. Hmm. He works at a diner. Specifically, it's called Maeve's Mid-Tier Mess, I think is the name. Yeah, he's a cook. What brushes I'm using? I am using... Oh goodness. I don't even know what my pen pencil is at this point. I got it like so long ago. But a lot of them, I think pretty much every brush I have, I've gotten from... there's this channel called Subjectively, and he has a bunch of... he and his wife have a bunch of brush sets that they have on Gumroad. I think they just came out with some more. And they have like... They have some that are specifically... Like if you want to draw like Untamed... not Untamed, my goodness, Arcane. They have a whole Arcane brush set. They have some like a hair brush set. It's great. You're welcome. Yeah, definitely. There's also going to be a four-armed drummer in the show. Oh. I think I kind of want this a bit more over here. Oh. What are your pants? What kind of shorts are you wearing, sir? Just like cargo shorts. To lean into the dad vibe even more. Yeah. Use it correctly. You're good. There we go. It's kind of the vibes I'm going for. Just watch it be the exact same color scheme as his original look. And then for your shoes, do we want the blue to come back? We don't typically... In fashion, you don't typically want that. If anything, you'd want it to match the pants. But I want some different color for the soles of his feet. Maybe this color? Something like that. What if? It's kind of creating a little sandwich. No. Don't want to really draw attention to them. Alright, let's pull up his... Prepare to avert your eyes. Let's look at his original design. Oh wow, he did have a little yellowish thing. Oh wow. Oh! Where's your soul? My god. Ugh. Okay, he's just wearing like brown pants and brown shorts. Not great. Not great. Okay. Definitely an improvement. Nothing some color grading can't help me out with. Let's think about our color scheme here. Let's like actually lay it out. Because I love the blue. I think the blue goes great. Like a little bit of this. Might need like more cool colors? I don't know. Yeah. Cool colors. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right. Look at our guy. He's come so far. And what is that, 4 years apart? 4-year time? Yeah, well. It's all an anatomy class can do for you. Let's see. Let's flip him. Dude, yeah, I'm in love with his shape. I just love his just huge square shape. It's beautiful. All right, and then we'll do this. Gonna go through and play the fun erase everything game. Oops. Not all the outlines. Yep. This definitely gives off vibes of my grandfather. This is great. Can't wait for you guys to hear Kerf's voice. He's voiced by this just this incredible voice actor, Bobby McMillian. Just got the most velvety voice. Oh, smooth as butter. It's great. Definitely like helped me define his character vibes. You have this. Now it's time for... back arms. This back arm is going here. That is not how an arm bends. I think it's just the placement of... Let's play around with this. I'm a dummy. It's the wrong arm. That's why that looked so weird. It'd be this arm. There we go. I get the feeling his back is going to be a little challenging. But once it's figured out, it'll be a lot easier. This is his elbow. Which means he's doing this. Ah, why? Why do you do that sometimes? This leg would be larger because it's closer to the camera. This one would be smaller because it's further away from the camera. Oops. It's moments like these that I ask myself, why did I need a four-armed species? because it's cool. There's his back. Middle of his back. I like that I have the idea for it a lot better with this arm. Give him that. See that. I think if it's bending that way, this would be a little bit more like that. There, a little better. He's got... Okay, when you're wearing an apron, it kind of just wraps around your head, and then you have the thing tying around your waist. He's gonna have that. And he's gonna have that. Your legs would come up a lot further than that. Okay. No matter what, these arms are always going to be doing this kind of formation. I think you don't need that. Yeah, that kind of makes it a little easier to comprehend. Okay. Feeling good about that. This would also be a little smaller because of the angle. His bottom ear is here. His top ear is higher. Also got this little eye. It's a good profile, I think. One of the longer... It's something I'll always have to do for him, I think. Until it finally sticks. Even the longer bottom of the face. There's a little goatee. Hmm. Oh. Alright, Kerf, what else do you need? Kerf doesn't have any magical abilities unlocked. He doesn't have a token. It's funny, this, like, general new shape for his face originated from one of my anatomy classes. Let's see, should be figure drawing? Right here. Ended up drawing him like this, and I just... he just looks so much better than he used to. I'm gonna use it as reference again. Just so I can capture it correctly. His nose was a lot longer at that point, but you see the vision. Oops. I guess, yeah, the line right there is important. This shape before it becomes the rest of it. Got his ears. Okay. What next for old Kerf here? I really don't know. I think he might be set. 'Cause he doesn't have any props. He's just got his big old hands. Yeah. Let's just clean this guy up. Prepare to blind myself. Yeah. All right, Kerf. Oh. Little wrinkles by his nose. Maybe just a pupil. Hi, Aria Sales. Thanks for joining. Dude, he's looking so good. Yeah. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. I call it a successful stream if I manage to make a design that I'm really proud of. And I'm pretty darn proud of this. Yeah, it's good. Sake of the shape. Have that go this way. Welcome back, Qua. We are well on our way here. Let's think about a fist. A fist. What's your hand doing? What's this thing doing? Oh, break time. Okay, I'll rest my eyes for a second. Do some stretching. And even some push-ups to stay active. And my cat's just been napping this whole time. Sleepy today, Lou? All right, 2 minutes up. Back to work. Oh, hands. Why do you betray me now? Draw that hand. Why can't I draw this hand? Hands must be thicker. Your fingers must be fingers. Fingers. The base of these calves be thicker. Alright, let's check that without anything behind it. Looking good. We'll copy and flip them. Let's color in this guy real quick. Just so it stands out against the shorts better. Then it's closer to the shirt. Just make the shorts darker. There we go. Yeah, okay. Still want him to have that dark red skin. Ah, come on. Rude. Well, what is it? The thumb? It is the thumb. How annoying. If I wanted that. Even then, I still kind of have to color in some of these gaps that end up showing up. I intentionally left this little white space here to hopefully help inform the silhouette a little bit. Having some little gaps in the silhouette can help make it more clear. Oh. We'll see. A year would be pretty awesome. I don't think I'm doing a 10-minute pilot. It's gonna be like 30 minutes. Yeah, like one person. And I guess this set of streams will be a nice use of measurement. Cause I don't know. It's definitely not gonna be just me. I know there's this one guy that made like a whole movie just by himself. Animated movie. Took like 3 or 5 years. He like saved up all of his savings. He was just living off of his savings for like those 5 years, working on it. It's called The World's Divide. You want to look it up? I'm not much of an animator, unfortunately, so I'm definitely going to be hiring animators to help me out. Much more of a character designer, storyboard artist, writer kind of guy. Damn, yeah. There are some storyboard artists out there that pretty much are just doing rough animation. It's ridiculous. It's partially due to job creep with like the industry. They want storyboard artists doing more and more in-betweens. But yeah, there are just some people that go crazy with it. I wish I was them. I saw this one, it was like Zelda v Link animatic. That looked so good. It's pretty much just animation. Probably consider that a compliment though. Somebody says that my boards look like they're animated. He looks so friendly. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, that's Curve. I remember how surreal it felt when I did the first version of the pilot back with my for my senior thesis 4 years ago, and just like, you know, first getting voice actors for it and seeing like the characters kind of come to life. So surreal, but enough to make me addicted to that feeling. I should check for any updates. No? Okay. Kind of need to raise the opacity so I can see this a little better. Want that a little bit more thumb shaped. There we go. Hey, Alice. Hey, you know, yeah, he's a chef, he's a cook too, so I mean, he's just making up so many. He's making up so many pancakes. And this is that little shoulder. Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging him. He's definitely gone through a glow up. Much like all the characters. I'm looking forward to when I get to start drawing characters that I haven't had designs for yet. This arm looks weird, it's 'cause of the shoulder. Hi, Angela. Okay, so... Oh! I guess the cat saw that you joined. Other than that, a good nap. That was a good, like... What, almost 3-hour nap? Ah. Oh. I gotcha. Oh, good kitty. Thank you. She purrs in response. Oh yeah, he's making pancakes. Let's see. Gotcha. I gotcha. He's got his this bit, and then he would have this bit. Here, let's see if I can hear her. Yeah. Headbutt for luck. She's a car. Diesel engine. Yeah, I got one hand petting her, the other hand drawing. Definitely got this little knot here. Don't want it to be a circle because it's kind of more square shaped. Okay, see ya. That might be it. So new layer. Now my hands are just covered in cat hair. Oops. Meow. Oh, okay. Get out of here. He's got his lips. All right, I think that might be all we need for Kerf. Looking good, nice and handsome. Let's see. Be taller than. Let's give him Lazarus's little height chart. It might be... He does have a larger head. But... Oop. I think it might just be that. So what is that? 3 heads? 3 heads, yeah, okay. Maybe even 2 heads for the legs? No, like 2.5. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads. How tall is Axel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 7 heads. And that doesn't add up. He's supposed to be taller than Axel. Like, somewhere around there. Or somewhere around there. Just got a big head. I might say that because his head is a little larger, it counts differently. Because if I'm imagining Lazarus next to him... Yeah, Lazarus would would probably be a little taller than him. Lazarus is like 8 heads? 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. I don't know why I'm stressing out about this, but when I make the little height chart where they're all next to each other, that's where this will come into play. Okay, cool. So if you're that tall, you're that tall. I think we make it like 7.25. Nope. It's my cat trying to open the door. Welcome back, man. Little diva. Okay. Let's get rid of all this clutter. And let's just call him Uncle Kerf in this. Yeah, that's all we need. Then like all of his will just be different words in front of Kerf. If you missed yesterday's stream, we worked on Gage's pet. He looks nice and crazy looking. All right. Kerf's done. Let's see. Call that done. All right. Who will we work on next? Or should I say next stream? Because I think I'll wrap up in a second here. Got the seismologist. I might go to the concierge. Or Screech. Concierge or Screech. This guy look a little over detailed now that I'm looking at him. Oops. I think that's actually a good height for him right there. What else? You have some kind of design on you. Oh wait, yeah, I wanted to add like a little dog collar, something. Hmm. It's feeling a little better. Maybe it's specifically this kind of mud color. How's Ariun's class going, Angela? Must have just had class yesterday. Oh, she left. Waited too late to ask. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, absolutely. That perspective exercise. Yes. Yeah, I think like your first boarding assignment will be a scene from The Princess Bride, which will be pretty fun. It's kind of what got me in the headspace of doing my Princess Bride themed storyboard. Okay, I'm liking that more. Just felt like the dog needed a little bit of adjustments. Just so it can feel easy to replicate. Oh, your current. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah. I think it probably just got The Princess Bride like in my head, and then I watched Sinbad, and then I kind of and I combined both of those vibes together into my little final project. Of course, I am anticipating what Frieren-esque board you'll do for your final fight. Oops. What if it's like all cutesy, like flowery? It'd be funny. Some guys and their dogs. Kind of little colorful thing. Be fun. Sweet. That's great. Oh yeah, because you could totally do Fern as the kid and Priest Dad for the grandfather. Or Frieren as the grandfather that comes on in. That's cute. Or vice versa. I'm in your head. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Yeah, I think I like adding some kind of floral pattern to that is pretty cute. Good. Good. Take the ideas. Create art. I'm gonna look up flowery dog collars. I know it ain't a dog, but It'll help out. Ooh, like an actual flower could be pretty funny. A flower. The contrast, it's everything. Let's move you up a little closer. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm glad you could tell. Oh. Uh-oh. Wonder, did it DC from YouTube? No, I'm still alive. Weird. Okay, no, it reconnected. I guess that was just my little caster labs going crazy. Yeah, but she can dig. I do think as this design goes further, I think it is going to be a girl. In like something cute. Like Delilah or Francine or something. Delilah? Francine? No, okay, let's think. It's definitely like it's a mixture of a bunch of things. A dog, a bear, sloth, a mole, warthog, everything. It's everything and nothing at the same time. Show me the flowery dog collar. That's not like a literal flower, please. All right. Delilah. Well, here's the thing. The Pokemon series is being integrated into the show, essentially. So as you can see, I've kind of gone in and reincorporated a lot of my Fakemon. So Cactops got a little glow up. Looks nice and cute now. Tindoro got a little bit of a glow up as well. There in the show. Bactyl got a little bit of a glow up. A little bit of a Tiger Shock. Moonbug's a new guy. Same thing as Mora Mist. My little Humtack got rebranded into Humquill. We got Hydruck. This is this is my nephew's design. And then we got a little Donbelly, a little Giga Titan, a little Torcus. It's kind of like turquoise and a tortoise. Turquoise. And then little Potulant. Potulant did not receive any changes to its design. It's perfect. Then we got a little Burret. Yeah, and then this is a little height chart for all of them. I needed to design... I needed a bunch of designs for this pilot because we have a huntsman who hunts magical creatures. And so I was like, I've got 25 Fakemon designs. Let's just throw them in there. Yeah, I love my little Carnotaurus. So then, little Delilah here definitely will fit into that. Okay, so I'm thinking it's like a solid color. And then like one of those just simple, like there's little flower shapes. He may be a tough guy, but he loves his dog. He would be, yeah, yeah. I think his name was Wilbur. Or at least... The Giga Titan calf is a reference to a D&D campaign I ran. And they named him Wilbur, I think. Yeah. I think this will be all of them. I might, like, you know, once I'm in and storyboarding it, I might realize that I need some more creatures in the shot. Who knows? But yeah, I wanted to give him a little bit of a glow up, a little bit more of a Monster Hunter thought process. So, for example, this is a Swarodon with its glow up. Let's see. Why do you look different? Why do you look better that way? What is going on? There you are. Yeah. Oh, okay. My Caster Labs is like disconnecting from YouTube. It's annoying. But yeah, I wanted to lean into this more like realistic vibe. Because I think Captops before looked a little jank. I don't have its original look right here, but it looks pretty jank. And so I'm thinking much more about anatomy with these designs. This is little Bisbee. Bisbee will be in the show eventually. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Let's think. So we've got kind of like these yellow colors. You gotta think about some color theory. Yep, yeah, Bisbee's great. Okay, I just ended up having to refresh the chat. That's annoying. And we got this. Those are both yellow. Yellow adjacent. A pink. We've got hot pink. I think we got this yellow. Is this yellow? That's more of a green. Interesting. Okay. yeah. I think Bisbee definitely. I think like he's called that because that's just the sound he makes. There's a little little Bisbee. Yeah, that'll be cute. Exactly. Yeah. His like main job is like he's kind of like a Tiger King, or not a Tiger King, but like one of those exotic animal dudes like who helps hook up like rich benefactors with these exotic animals as pets. Let's see. Okay, let's think. So we got this kind of like got the little bit green to yellow to orange, purple. Kind of in a square. Interesting. We add that, maybe that will help out. Don't tell me. Yeah. Something like that. Nice, yeah. I think most of them are already gotten by the time we see them. Yeah, the purple, not the right vibe. Thinking. Magenta goes though, so like what are you doing? What are you doing that makes it look good? So we got this kind of like orange, yellow, lime green, and then all the way on the other side, orange, yellow, and green, and like over there. That's what's happening. You're a cyan, magenta. You're a triad. Weird. Okay. Do a little... This darn Caster Labs keeps on disconnecting. That's weird. Good. Feel the tragedy. A little bit more brown. Hmm. I guess Caster Labs is just freaking out. Weird. Because it still shows... Yeah. It's still connected. Strange. Okay. Yeah, do we think blue's the way to go? With the little collar? Hmm. Might be a little odd. Meow. What's up, Meow? That might be just the way to go. Black with flowers. Or yeah. No, I think that's fine. Not Rao. What are you telling me, huh? What are you trying to tell me? Want attention? Okay, I'll give you attention. Morale. Okay. Let's return you. Delilah. Lila. That's cute. She loves a good hug. Okay. And here's the corrections we'll make. Yeah, definitely a lot more streamlined. Really, I just kind of erased a couple of things. I think it just feels better. Even the smaller ears, too. Here. Oh, I'll hold you like a baby. Thank you. Just because the voice actor for him had such a great little, he's got such a great inflection that it just bled into how I write the character and how I imagine him. Like, he's just got the, Delilah. Yeah. He does it a lot better than me. Well, now you're taking up both my hands, Lou. You're not complaining, huh? Yeah. Damn, good purrs, Lou. Thank you. Good content. Okay, love. Can I... No? You're not gonna accept that? Okay. There. I'll hold you with one hand. Nope, okay. Fine. Whoa. Okay. Let's go back in and just finish this up. Give Delilah her flowers. I totally imagine somebody like the voice actor who did Appa and Momo for this guy. Just the snarl and stuff. That was close. Oh, my pencil's low. Something like that. And there goes the YouTube chat again. Jeez. I sure hope no one's been trying to ask me anything on YouTube, because I would not be able to read it. We draw the flowers. Something like that. And then what's the I don't think the pattern changes a whole lot. I'll have to change some bits about the colors. Okay. Fine, fine. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. Make the reference to line art. Dang it. What the? Why? Why must this app treat me this way? Oops. Perfect. She likes the mud. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it might be unnecessary. Let's see. Okay. I think we'll go with a temporary name, Delilah. I think that's how you spell Delilah. Alright. Made some tweaks to Delilah. We finished Kerf. Yeah, he's still looking good. Sweet. Think we'll call that a wrap for today. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next stream, either tomorrow or the day after. And thank you for coming to the Forge.